Hello, everyone!
Yo!
Why isn't my thing going?
What?
Screen isn't changing! Oh, there it is. Hang on, it's going.
I have to say,
She's going. Is it really a stream if there's no scuff involved?
We're just getting it out of the way early.
Yeah, you know, just getting out of the way now. Also, before we start, I just want to let you guys know that chat box is not going to be displayed for today. The whole thing with YouTube and bots and inappropriate names and profile pictures are causing a lot of YouTubers or just streamers in general to be taken down. So today we will not be having a chat box. I apologize. Deal with it. That's that simple.
Gotta be extra careful.
Yeah, gotta deal with it. You know, it is what it is. But would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, so I am Vivi of Vividly Vivi, and I am radioactive Australian VTuber. And over, you know, on the internets and whatnot, and in the bunker, I do whatever the hell I want. Bang.
Mood. Loving the finger guns. I wish I could participate. Unfortunately, my hands are tied.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, they're tied. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. Once they're, you know, once they're back there, you can't undo that until I get some help.
Maybe after.
Like it. Okay, good. This is great. Loving it. So, finger guns. Oh man, I wish I had some of those. So today,
Maybe someday.
yeah, maybe someday. Papa, mama, psst, mama,
Come on,
guys, just draw me some hands, dude. Actually, if I was to get a hand, I would want a middle finger.
That would be amazing.
Vebe, you know, got a complete rehaul, a beautiful, brand new Overlook, a gorgeous model. She can
Beautiful
middle finger, and I'm like, jealous. Absolutely jealous. Mm-hmm.
You can say a lot with the middle finger, but I do just like the pointer finger, even though pointing is considered rude in a lot of cultures as well. So I'll just stick with this for now.
Fuck, I love that. I want a hand. Well, fine. I want a movable hand. Okay, so today we are talking about, well, as you probably saw from the title, dating, and more specifically dating, whether it's like other content creators, whether it's having someone in your personal life, and whether it's acceptable to have them known on your stream, whether it's okay or not okay, the pros, the cons, and anything in that regard. So, I mean, just dig right in, right? So, yeah. Dating, you've done it, I've done it. I'm pretty sure, you know, 90% of the chat's probably done it. I mean, I don't really know. I don't know really your age gaps, but you know, you start as
we haven't been reading into your histories or nothing.
No,
don't
of
worry.
course not. No. We weren't checking out everyone's profile pictures and checking out their history and googling each and every one of you. No,
definitely not.
No.
Well, those of you who have LinkedIn's, why?
Yeah, why? Why? That's so old school now. Also, nice Snapchats, guys. I've seen them. You know, they're good. They're good. So. Let's see. Okay, well, there's a lot to sort of as narrow as the topic is. There's a lot to talk about this specific topic, right? Dating is such a scary topic to talk about as a streamer in general, and why is that? Like, why is dating such a scary thing to discuss?
Mm-hmm.
It's because, for the most part, once people know that you're in a relationship, that can scare people away, that can make people feel uncomfortable, that can make people feel like they might have had a connection, and therefore, well, they're out, you know. And sometimes it does the opposite effect, where people feel more connected because maybe they also have a partner, and then you guys can have a lot more things in common with that person. So the reason why I chose to get Vivi on today is because Vivi is very open about her relationships, and I was trying to find someone that was, because unfortunately I'm not in a relationship, haven't been in one for quite a while. Rip me.
That's okay.
But it's
totally
it's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I'm still young, but I was looking for someone that was comfortable talking about their relationships, and I've had a few people not denied, sorry, but they've turned down this specific topic because they were not comfortable talking about their personal lives. And I'm like, it's totally fine. I do not want anyone to feel at all in any way, shape, or form uncomfortable. And actually, Nami from my Gen 2 said, go talk to Vivi because she is very open. And I was like, hey, girl, sliding your DMs here. So I don't know you, but I want to talk about your life.
I And I said yes, because I will not pass up a chance to talk about myself at any given opportunity.
Yeah, dude,
apparently.
brag.
Let's
Brag
go.
about it, queen. So can you explain, or not explain, but can you maybe like give the mind's process of why you were not scared to let people know that you were in a relationship?
All right, so we're going to have to go on a little bit of a journey. So let me have a real quick drink of water.
Yes.
1 second.
Make sure everyone has their water. I brought a fresh bottle in with me. I always go through the entire bottle by the end of the day. Night.
Good. That's how you keep your voice all nice and smooth.
Mm.
So, basically,
Hi,
I did
Pandora.
not start out. Hi, Pandora. I love you.
Same.
So basically, I didn't start out VTubing. I did not walk out of the womb VTubing. Surprise.
Damn.
Basically, I started my current online journey in 2019 doing ASMR anime roleplays. And back then, just from the get-go, it never occurred to me not to talk about it. Because people, I opened a Discord with some friends, and, people would come in and be like, hey, what are you doing? What's up? And I'd be like, oh, yeah, going out with the boy later. And on the fly, I called him the boy, and he's been called the boy ever since.
The boy. I love it.
Yes.
Not doesn't even have a name. Just, oh, so what's his name? The boy.
The boy.
The
Yeah,
boy.
because, and I will talk about it, but there is some anonymity is required for the boy.
Of course.
I do know there are some people, if you're, for instance, dating another content creator, the anonymity isn't required because, you can just be like, hey, me and other streamer, mwah, mwah. But boy is not online in that kind of capacity, so
yeah.
No.
So they know about him, but have they ever seen him before? Or they know like
No.
So he's just to them he's just like the dark figure.
Yes,
like,
he exists.
nice.
They know little things here and there. So I've shared things because the other reason why I've just never thought about not talking about him is because we have been together since I was 16. So I haven't experienced life outside of being with boy. We are what people would call,
childhood
sweetheart.
There's
Yeah.
nothing cringe about it. That's like so romantic. What a dream. What the heck?
I only say cringe because and I can say this because high school relationships are oftentimes terrible.
I've never had one.
Wow.
I've never had a high school relationship. There was boys that I liked, and we actually talked about the crushes on my last podcast, but the crush that I had completely failed because of the stars didn't align for us. And I've never had the whole high school boyfriend relation thingies, therefore leading into like this whole childhood sweetheart, man. What a dream. What the heck?
See, in high school, I say this, I've said this before on my stream, but if I was single, I would probably not want to advertise the fact that I'm single because I am an absolute crush maniac, or at least I was when I was single in high school. I was falling in love every day.
You know what? I'm like a hopeless romantic. I got you.
Yes.
Yeah, mood. That's
I love
me.
love.
Yeah, I love the idea of being in love. Maybe one day soon. The dream.
Oh, Neena.
Soon.
Well.
.tm.
Trademark. So what was I gonna say?
Boys?
Sorry. Hayoi! I love Hayoi. I don't know if that's how to say his name. Also, I'm sorry.
Is he one of yours?
Yes.
Hello, welcome. Oh, it's so good to see. It's so good to see some familiar faces for Vivi, so that way she doesn't feel too out of place here.
Yes, that does make me feel comfortable. That does.
Yeah, so it's good to see, even if it's just like a small handful of your own audience, it's good to see them to just make you be like, oh, okay, good. This is like, getting a little bit comfy, making that seat a bit warm, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it does. It always calms me down a little bit, see a friendly face.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad. That makes me happy. Well, welcome everybody from Vivi's channel. Hello, and welcome. Hi.
Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. What was I? Yeah. So
Sorry.
I've told stories about him. No, it's okay. I've told stories about him. He has never been seen or heard in any way because he values his anonymity a fair bit. He doesn't mind being talked about. Hmm?
Yeah, I mean, they all like being talked about.
Mm-hmm.
But that's completely
also,
valid.
yeah. So he is a teacher, and I have told people this.
Okay.
The information is out there. I've told them this since I started doing ASMR in 2019. If
Mm-hmm.
I were to start today, let's say that I started my VTuber journey today,
Mm-hmm.
I might not have shared that
Yeah.
because apparently, like, I don't think I've shared enough for him to be found, but that is one of the nightmares that I have because I don't want to ruin. I don't want my silly anime girl life to impact his in any way.
Yeah, that's understandable though, because there are some unfortunate, very unfortunate people out there that will do what they can to tear you down.
Hmm.
And if they could find out
Oh,
where
I'm
you
fine
are
with.
IRL, then
Hmm.
you know,
I'm fine with like anything at me is totally like I signed up for it. He didn't.
that is also true.
Right.
Yeah, but you. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that you've been streaming after you guys started going out.
Yeah.
So he kind of knew, I guess, the risks involved, whether or not he knew like
Yeah.
the in depth of it all. He probably had an understanding that he would have been spoken about and whatnot. So
Mm, mm. That's very true. I do remember when I first started doing the ASMR stuff. Uh, the only thing that he was a little concerned about was Discord in general.
wait,
He was
why?
like, oh, he was just like, you never know who these weirdos are. But the thing is, I was
Yeah.
already in like 30 Discord.
Oh wow. Oh,
I was
little
already
does he
addicted.
know.
And I'm like, I'm sorry. I've already made friends with like 80 people.
Yeah, no. So wait, did you do Discord ASMRing or did you like stream it? Like how did that work?
Right. So what happened is I made ASMR role plays and I would go onto
Oh.
ASMR Discords and we would talk shop. We would talk about our ASMR whatnot because we were all sort of beginning at that time. So that's how we all met each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Role
But
play,
yeah.
love it, love it. Got no complaints. Where can I sign up? How much does it cost? I want to be involved in this. I'm all down for that.
Mhm.
Someone says I heard boys 12 feet and can crush mountains. Excuse me. We got the
Oh
Hulk.
no. I think
No.
how tall is he? I think 6 foot, maybe. Maybe he's
Hell,
5 foot
that's
something.
still so tall. I'm 5'1". 5'2" on a good day. On a good day, I'm 5'2".
See, as Vivi, I am 5'7". When I'm not piloting the Vivi, I'm 5'2".
Okay,
I'm the
so
tallest.
we're the same. We're the same. Then that makes me happy. Yeah, but everyone's like, "How can you be 5'2" on a good day?" It's because of my mood is better, and so therefore I stand a little bit taller.
I mean, if you sleep good, you're actually a little bit taller.
Oh, I have
Like
terrible
you.
sleep.
Oh no, you need a good mattress. It actually makes your spine a little longer.
Oh, I have a good mattress. Like I've had back surgery, so I needed like a really good mattress to sort of help with the pains that I go. Like I have daily pains and all that. So I have like a good mattress and all that. It's more the fact of I don't go to bed till about 1 a.m. and then I get up at 6 for work, so I get about 5 hours of sleep every night.
Okay, that would do it.
Yeah, the lack of sleep. Don't worry, the Bloomins yell at me every day about it. Like, go to bed. No. Because if I go to bed, then I don't get to stream, and I want to stream. So
I understand. And I like
addicted.
streaming at this time as well. I was actually really happy when you talked about streaming at this time
Mm.
because this is when the Euro crowd is awake.
Yeah. Well,
And
I
I love
work.
the
I
Euro
work all
crowd.
day. I work 8 to 10 hours a day, and then I come home and I have dinner. I shower. I do a little bit of napping because I get up so early, and then answer emails, talk to management, and then I start stream. So pretty boring life, unfortunately. So I'm like, oh, I could go to bed or I could stream. So we'll just go ahead and go stream.
Streaming it's too enjoyable.
You know what I do on my days
It's
when I
too
don't
enjoyable
stream?
sometimes.
I watch TikTok in my bed for 4 hours. Might as well just
On
stream.
the on the days that I don't stream, I watch other people stream and I
Actually,
daydream about streaming.
True. Actually, so true. I'm just like, man, I sure wish I was streaming right now. I totally could go onto the PC and watch everybody else. Like, oh boy, I really could have done that. So me taking my day off consists of me becoming a viewer instead of becoming the streamer. It's that's the streamer life, I guess.
Yep.
But anyways, so I've sent you some stuff in the DMs.
Yeah.
There's a couple of stories that we have for you guys today. All the names will stay anonymous. I don't like to, these are not my stories to tell. They're someone else's stories, so I will not say who they are. But Some are a little bit short. Some are, I wouldn't really say long, but just have more, I guess, information in them.
Mm-hmm.
So this one's a nice short one, and this one is just titled like YouTubers putting their significant others in their videos. So especially as content creators, as people that expose their lives essentially on the internet, is it okay to have your partner in your videos or not, And so someone is asking, and they're saying, wondering what everyone else's opinion is on this specific topic. I've noticed that once a YouTuber gets in the relationships, a significant other, usually the boyfriend, becomes a huge part of their channel. My personal opinion, I really don't care for it. I understand what it's like to be in a relationship and excited about it. But at a certain point, they're building their brands around their partner and as a couple creator instead of their own content. Another example is that it's taken too far and it almost feels like they can't do a video without each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I do agree. I have watched YouTubers, I'm not going to say who, but I have watched YouTubers where it started off as just the one, whether it was the boy or the girl. And it was like that for a good year. They did solo stuff, traveling, food reviews, etc., etc. And then they met someone, and that's beautiful for them. And they would occasionally feature their partner, which was nice. It was like a glimpse of, your partner, like once every, maybe 20 videos. And then slowly they became in every third video, every second video. And then you're like, look, I'm here kind of for you, and I'm happy for you, but I don't really care about them. What's going on here? So I can understand why this is why people don't like putting their partners on their streams, whether it's a YouTube video or a live stream. What do you think about that?
I can fully understand that, and I've seen that happen as well. The funny thing is, I can't actually think about what channel it was. I remember being younger and watching, I think it was some kind of vlog thing, I can't remember. But that exact thing happened. She got a boyfriend, and suddenly every single video became about with the boyfriend. And nothing against it, although I'm pretty sure they did break up, and there was one of those hilarious "we broke up" videos.
Oh, you might as well get the last push of clickbait, the last push of views. Why not title it "We broke up"? Because then all the
and they have like the sad face.
Oh, we're so sad, and then like all the viewers that might have been a little bit parasocial would have been all like, oh, "My time has finally come," like. Hey, for the views, you gotta do it. But yeah, I see what you mean.
I do remember being like, man, I kind of miss your old content in that regard, you know? And maybe I did sour on them a little bit. So like, I can absolutely agree with that. So like, in the situation of like, you've been watching somebody before they've been in a relationship, and then you slowly watch them get into a relationship, and then suddenly all their content is about the relationship, that they're gonna have to accept there's gonna be a loss there.
Yeah,
like that's not gonna be for everybody, and that's fully
completely
acceptable.
fair. Like you've built your audience around you, unfortunately being someone that was solo, and then introducing, even if it was just a friend, introducing a friend into your content every day would just be enough for people to get turned away. So I can completely agree.
Show, not the we show.
Yeah, exactly. And they're there to like support you and watch you. And it's like when the friend is like, again, I'm not gonna say who it is, and it was just two girls, and they are just friends, 100% just friends. But I watched one girl that did a lot of solo content for a long time. I'm talking like 3 years of solo content. Her friend moved in with her because I think she broke up with her boyfriend, and then she's like, well, everyone's like, oh, it's so nice of you to take care of your friend. Occasionally, she'd feature in a video or two, and fast forward, I think it's been like 5 years now, maybe even 6. So like fast forward this many years, and she's in every single video, and I'm like, from an outside perspective, it feels like leeching, because now her friend has her own YouTube channel. Her friend is now also doing stuff, and it's like, I mean, I don't know what happens behind the scenes. I don't know if they're actually best friends that don't care, if maybe they have a little bit of tension. I don't know, but as a viewer's perspective, it's like, bro, it just feels like leeching, and it's not right, So I can definitely see why people do tend to be turned away from someone that was single and then became into a relationship.
Yeah, if it takes over everything, I totally get that. I totally understand.
I think, yeah. Nothing wrong with it, though, by the way. You live your lives, everybody. Yeah, do what you want to do. Just expect, like Vivi said, expect the loss. It's going to happen.
Like, the bottom line of anything is, do whatever the hell you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I live anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that as if you are making something or if you are watching something. It's what you want. Do what you want.
God damn it.
Can't
do that. Screw you, Vivi. No. Put your hands
sorry,
away.
Are you jealous?
I am. I'm really jealous.
We can hold hands.
I was like, can I hold your hand under the desk? Is that okay?
Oh, okay.
Yes. Get wrecked. Okay, so let's see. So this one was more along the lines of the previous question about your significant other on streams, and this was more of someone. It's not a question. It's just more like their point of view. And they said that I don't think my girlfriend has really noticed any differences from before when I was a VTuber versus now, other than that we aren't poor anymore. That's a pro. Good job. Every now and then, when she starts to talk or to meet other YouTubers, every now and then she gets to talk or meet other YouTubers. She watches if we know her. But other than that, there's nothing out of the ordinary. I don't make the type of content that draws in unwanted female attention or shit like that. Mostly because my viewers are middle-aged dudes. Nice. But I know some significant others of other YouTubers experience a lot of jealousy because of that. Now that is true. So this, I'm going off this. He is a YouTuber. And his girlfriend knows, or his girlfriend, partner knows that he does content. She's happy because she gets to meet and greet other people and they're making money, and it hasn't affected their lives at all that people know they're in a relationship.
Cool.
Except for the jealousy part. That's interesting.
I could see that happening. I could.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. Someone looks good and you're like, ooh, you look good. And then you see the part and you're like, damn it. Why are you taking?
I'm a little bit of a jealous person, so I can imagine being like that. If I had been in a situation to be with like another content creator, I could see myself being a little bit clingy. Or the
yeah, that's so true. Could you imagine like doing like meet and greets at like conventions and like a bunch of like girls coming up to your man or guys coming up to your girl, and you're just like, dude, fuck off. Like I can definitely understand the jealous side of it, because like that's, I guess, the one of the cons of doing couple related, YouTube stuff is that people are going to see the both of you, and people will pull the parasocial, like, oh, I'm in love with her and we'll be together one day, and it's just like, oh, and then the jealousy kicks in because like they're all flirtating and you're like, get off of her, she's mine.
See, I feel like, because like, one, I'd be a little bit jealous, but like I'm in two minds about it, because one, I would be a little bit smug, like, haha, everybody wants this person I have, they are mine.
But you can't.
But then the other part of me would be, oh no, what if they can have them? Oh no. True. Like, we've been together for so long that maybe they're looking for something fresh, and all the negative things start to kick in, and you're like, oh no, but like, what if they're better than me in any way? Yeah. I could see that. No, you're not wrong. I haven't actually thought of it in that way though. Like until I read that, I was like, shit, convention centers and actually meet and greeting people in real life. Like, I think that's something that I would be really scared to do, is like meeting people after being their entertainment for an X amount of time, like people do start to get clingy and all that. And imagine if I went to a convention, I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, I never said anything because I just didn't, but here's my boyfriend. Everyone would be like, what? Can you imagine them just losing their mind? Yes. Somebody just asked if if boy watches my ASMR streams. Fun fact, no, he doesn't. Oh. He doesn't think I'm relaxing at all.
Just listen to this, babe, while you go to bed.
He doesn't get it.
Can I ask, what kind do you do?
ASMR. So it's mostly soft-spoken and whispered. I don't do a lot of role plays on live stream because I'm really bad at what's it called? Improvisation. Improv, that's the thing. Yeah. So I usually do a lot of trigger work and a lot of soft-spoken stuff. When it comes to pre-recorded, it's almost entirely role play. I will write a script and I'll record it that way.
Oh.
At no point has he found it relaxing.
Have
Also,
you done a girl on girl roleplay before?
they've all been gender neutral, but in my mind, some of them are girl.
Do you need a voice for one of the girls?
Oh, if you ever want to collab, you let me know. I'm trying to write some for for some friends, and I want to collab while I've still got time.
I don't think any of the Bloomins would be opposed to this. Oh, there they go. I don't think they would be opposed. We've only ever done 2 ASMRs so far, and like similar to yours, where it's just simply soft spoken with like nature-like sounds in the background, but. We talked about doing roleplay in the past, but nothing's ever come of it. But if I'm with a professional ASMR roleplayer over here, I mean, you know.
I'm getting called professional. Oh my god.
She's
You're hitting all the buttons. Oh no.
We're already holding hands. We're practically married, okay?
Oh, damn it. By the end of this stream, I'm going to have to tell Boy it's over. This is so sad.
Yeah. Jealousy's kicked in. He's going to be jealous. Damn.
But needs a mic first. Don't joke about
What's
that.
What's wrong
I've had
with
that
my
happen
mic?
I've made that happen for people.
But what's wrong with my mic? Actually, they've been begging me to make a wish list for 6 months, and only today I finally made an account, and I still didn't put anything on there. I don't know what I need.
Microphone. Come on, let's go.
All right. I'll DM you later. She is a professional. She's done it like more than like what, a dozen times. You're instantly professional. Come at me.
Well, I guess then that's kind of okay. I'll take it. I remember somebody said as soon as you get paid, you can call yourself professional.
Yeah, true. Mm-hmm.
I still remember the first time I got paid. Somebody gave me $30. I was really poor that week, and I had no money for like food. We only had soup, and with that $30, we got pizza.
Yay! But you know, pizzas can work as leftovers, so 2 meals for one.
Exactly.
That's like,
but yeah. Sorry, I wanted to say real quick. The other thing, Boy has never been in the room for a stream either.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yes. When I stream, the door is closed. If for whatever reason that door opens, like say, I don't know, there's a fire, something explodes.
True.
You know, just something goes wrong in the bunker in general. Instant mute. Instant mute.
Yeah.
It's like, sorry guys, got company. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
That's fair though, because I'm pretty sure with ASMR stuff you have to like put your mic like you have to like go a lot higher because you tend to go a lot lower, so they gotta hear the things that you do. And imagine just hearing someone like, okay, just gonna ask, has he ever done anything outside of the door and like it's got picked up? Like has he like
literally
farted or something?
The laws. Okay, no farts, thank God.
Okay.
I count myself lucky that I haven't brapped on stream, okay? Because that's the kind. As soon as that happens, that's the clip that goes viral. Yeah. That's the clip that always goes viral. There is a clip of me making a fart noise with my mouth. I'm doing a pull my finger joke because, you know, pull my finger. Pull my finger.
I love it.
And it got clipped, and people were like, "Is it a real fart?"
Oh my God.
And there were people who were really excited, like, is it real? Is it a real one? Real? And then other people would be like, oh, it's not even real.
Oh, what's the point?
This bitch.
Yeah. So what has he done that's got caught?
So it was literally the last ASMR stream. I can't remember what it was exactly. He may have been looking for cat things because our cat recently had to go to the vet. But there was a lot of opening and closing kind of quickly and angrily of like cupboard doors. And I'm trying to be gentle. I'm being all like, shh, it's okay. It's all right. Don't worry. Everything's fine. And then you just hear like, boom, 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 boom.
That's totally part of it.
And I'm like, that's okay. I'm sure he will stop soon. I am very sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening. And luckily, everyone is very kind. Everyone has been very lovely and understanding. That it's like, it's all right. She'll kick his ass later.
Yeah, exactly. You'll ASMR the whooping.
Not bad. Not bad.
People be into that. You never know.
What? Whips, come on. What's not to like?
Dude, Don't get. Okay, we're not getting into that. Okay. We could, but we're not going to get into that today.
Not enough time. Let's go. All right. Yeah.
Let's see.
I can't remember what we were talking about next.
Partners apparently. I'm trying to find one because I know that some of them were tied over with another one. Oh, that was my Discord. Let's see. Is there one that you would like to read? The really big one that has both pros, indifferent, and cons. It's like a really good like list of pretty much exactly the topic.
With the pros, indifferent, and the con. Okay. So I'll just read this one. Dated a YouTuber, has a pretty big following with over 1 million subs today.
Wow.
I got to meet pros. So here's the list of pros that they wrote. Let me just move this so I can still see lovely chat.
Let me check in my Discord. Sorry, guys.
That's pros. I got to meet some cool celebrities through her, as well as the chance to visit a few TV studios. A peek behind curtains is always fascinating. I got my current job networking with high-profile people she introduced me to. Okay, that's a huge pro right there.
That's a big pro. Yeah.
That would be a big... Like, that's a job. That's a job.
Yeah.
So that's a big one. The first pro, getting to meet people... Surprisingly, I'm not enticed by that at all. I don't want to meet anybody.
Introverts, let's go.
Money was okay. I like that. I like how understated that is. Money was okay.
It was okay, nothing fancy, just okay.
It was alright. It was okay. Being able to eat's pretty good.
Yeah.
It was cool reading in brackets positive fan mail, looking at fan art, etc. The in brackets nice fans were pretty cool, endearing, nice to interact with, and we've always had fun trying to explain to the older crowd what it is.
I've been there. Dude, what a mood that one is.
Oh,
ooh.
Man.
I hate talking about. I love my old people. They're such sweethearts for the most part, but when they're like, because no one knows what to do as a day job. They just know that I have a day job, and like when I speak to not even necessarily older people, but just people that don't understand, I guess, streaming. I just simply say, "Oh, I just do YouTube," as if like I just make videos. Like, "Oh, okay, YouTube." But I'm like, if I sit there and go, "Oh no, I stream live to viewers," and I do, they're like, "Huh?" So I just go, "Yeah, I'm just a YouTuber," and they're like, "Okay, so you make videos?" I'm like, "Yes, make videos. That's that's exactly what I do."
So I've told this story many times.
Tell it. We haven't heard
my
it.
Channel. Basically, I've only recently come out as a VTuber ASMR artist to all of like the immediate family.
That's big. Okay.
Yes. What does my mom think I do? Well, actually, she knows what I do now. However, it took a couple of tries. Back in 2019, when I first tried to explain to my mother that I did ASMR, it was a little bit hard explaining, like, I talk to people. I do roleplay things, and I try and help them relax. And she went, "Oh, are you a call girl? Are you a phone sex worker?"
Oh, Mom!
And I was like, no, Mom, no, that's not, no. And she was like, "Oh, okay, that's fine." And then time passed, and then she forgot.
Oh God!
And then she went, "Wait, aren't you a phone sex worker?" Like in a completely separate conversation I had already explained. She'd completely forgotten, and I went, "No, but it's lovely that you're supportive of me, Ma."
That's actually, that's pretty incredible. The fact that you even told them what you do, and the fact that they also support it, that's way to go, Mama Vivi.
The funny one is my dad, because my dad thinks ASMR is evil.
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah, he considers it hypnotism, and he thinks hypnotism is evil.
What? Okay, I mean, okay.
It's
sure.
I haven't been able to fully explain it. I only recently told him about the VTuber stuff. I'm kind of hoping he doesn't make the leap and the jump to my ASMR stuff. Because he will probably be very disappointed to know that I do the soft... Because he doesn't like soft-spoken. I'm not even talking about sexy ASMR. I'm talking about, like, I'm here to help you go to sleep. He said, you should never, ever trust anyone to talk you to sleep, because who knows what they're saying to you. They could be saying, "Give me $30. Give me $30.
You heard it here, boys and girls. Give Vivi $30, please.
No.
Her link is pinned to the post.
No. Please do not prove my dad right.
Prove your dad right. Money is money, Vivi. What do you mean?
Do not prove my dad right. Do not.
But $30 is $30.
No, it's not.
What do you mean?
No. So basically, that's that story. So it is fun explaining to the older crowd what it is. That I think that is a pro. Like, that's a very small pro, but it is.
Yeah.
Okay, now the indifferent. The indifferent. So there were the pros, cons, and then the straight in the middle.
Straight in the middle, yeah. Just the things that they don't find both beneficial or the opposite, I guess.
Okay, so some of the fan fiction was creepy. I don't know how I would feel. I've never had anyone write any fan fiction about me. I used to write fan fiction. I think I told you this.
Yes.
I used to write Hunger Games fan fiction.
Yes.
I've never had anybody write me fan fiction, so
I
can't.
Boys and girls.
I can't talk about my opinion on that because it's never happened. I
have.
So you have any good?
I couldn't actually read them, so I tried to do an ASMR script reading that they submitted to me. I actually couldn't read it because it was about me and another Kawaii member pretty much having sex.
Oh my god!
It was like like what you see in like a typical, inappropriate website where, one visits with broken tools or with food delivery. Like, it was that kind of style. And I was reading through it. I'm like, I can't read this. Sorry, guys. It's a little bit too explicit. And they're like, no.
Sorry, no, I'm just thinking of like Neena delivering pizza. It's like,
knock, knock, knock. Pizza's here. Did you order extra pepperoni on this one? No, I definitely was like, to the side.
Can't read it.
No, so I've had fanfic. I would say I'm also indifferent. It's not like a pro or a con. It's like, oh, cool, someone wrote something sexy about me, but I wasn't like, it's not a pro to have fanfic written about you, but it's not like a bad thing either. It's definitely indifferent.
I don't think it's a pro or a con. I reckon it could just be indifferent.
Yeah,
it could be a pro if it was nicely written. I would enjoy it.
And then reading it, maybe. Yeah, true.
So, yeah, I can see why that's why that's down the middle. Yes. Lots of unsolicited dick pics. And it says, quote, I'm serious. Personally, I don't care, but it really bothered her in the beginning.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten those.
No one likes just a random unsolicited dick pic. You're not wrong.
No.
Boys don't do it. It doesn't actually help you out in any way.
I've got to be completely real. I wouldn't be happy about any unsolicited pictures of anything.
Yeah, actually true. Yeah, like don't. Even if it was like just a selfie, it's like, why are you sending me a selfie? I don't want this. Like, put it away.
I've had that too, but the follow up made it weird because they were like, "Do you think I'm cute?" And I'm like, "Oh,
don't seek the approval."
And I'm like, "Oh no, no."
I hated it when when you open a message, it would tell them that you read the message. It'd be like seen or something like that, and you're like, "Fuck."
I'm pretty sure I have all of that turned off for everything. I think I'm not sure, but I had to close a lot of DMs way back in 2019 because I will talk about the creepy messages. One that stands out to me still years later. As an ASMR artist, a lot of people regard me as very comfy. Now that you've heard me talking, it's not all the time. It is very much something that I can turn on and off very quickly. And it's up to you. It's debatable how comfy I actually am.
Yeah.
But there was one person in particular that went into DMs and begged me, being like, "Can you please VC me to sleep? I can't sleep. Please, you're the only one who can help me. Please." And I felt really sad, but I also was like, I can't help you.
Yeah, no, you're not like just an on call. Like, I need sleep. Like ASMR me to sleep. I mean, I guess that's where like your Oh no.
I linked them my channel because they knew my channel already. They knew my channel.
Oh, okay.
Which is why they reached out to me. Mm-hmm. But I was like, listen, that's why I have the videos. That's why we have the pre-recorded videos.
Yeah, I was gonna say just link it. Yeah, exactly.
Me though. No, I'm sorry. It's 9 a.m.
I would only offer if they
I'm
gave me
eating
like a
Doritos.
good amount of money. Like, I'll give you like $500. Like, all right, well, them cereal can get soggy. Okay, let's do this.
Even if they offered me a good amount of money, I don't think that I could do.
Listen, I live alone, all
a good enough
right?
job.
Hey, bills ain't gonna pay themselves, Vivi, okay?
I don't think I could do a good enough job for it.
Oh, I'd still take it. Like, I'll fucking go. I'll give it my damn best shot. I would just be to do a little TLDR. You know, I'm currently not in focus because it is out of my normal times, but I'll definitely try my best. Now here's my PayPal.
Well,
only 500. What a deal! Yeah, dude, what a deal.
Only.
So
yes, that's that one. Okay. Then we found Photoshop pictures of her face on another girl's naked body. This kind of shit happened with. This isn't indifferent.
Wow, that would be a con. What?
That would be a con for me.
Yeah,
I'd just be like,
because
that's
they're pretty much offending your. So wait, was he the YouTuber or was she the YouTuber? I date. Okay, so they're pretty much insulting the person that they watch then by putting her face on other naked bodies, saying that her body wasn't good enough. Then, like, that's how I'm. That's like a con. What? I'd be offended if someone put my face on someone else's body. Like, what the fuck? I work out. Thank you very much. Yeah, my number perky. Thank you very much. That's a con. See, oh my god.
That would be a con for me. They're very strong to see that as indifferent.
Yeah.
Very strong.
Okay, boyfriend. Good job. Maybe that's what he liked.
Maybe. What? NTR? Wait, is that NTR?
I don't know.
That feels like some kind of weird line that I don't quite know what to classify that as.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Interesting.
Okay. So now these are the cons.
These are the cons.
The cons. All right. Cons. Not a lot of time to spend together. Contrary to popular belief, YouTubers work a lot. She was also in college.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. That is very true.
How much spare time do you have in a day?
I use all of my time that is free on stuff.
Even if it's minor, right? Even if it's just answering emails related to it, answering DMs, commenting and liking all the posts that, like, you know, obviously we love you guys commenting, please don't stop, but like liking and replying to every single one, organizing collabs, schedules, thumbnails, like there is no spare time. How do you manage it with your the boy? Like, how does he handle you spending a lot of your time doing this, you know?
So this makes me feel kind of like, wow, I'm gonna sound so old here. So we're a little bit separate at this point.
Oh gosh.
Because he's at work because he's a teacher. He's at work a lot, and that also means that he has to sleep at good hours of the day. So there are only so many hours that we have together.
Yeah.
The morning does not count because the morning I am either streaming or I am dead.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I am never around in the morning, so all we really have are the evenings. So pretty much the time we have together is like, let's see, dinner, and maybe we'll watch something. Maybe we'll talk about stuff.
Yeah, one episode.
Then it's straight back to, okay, am I streaming tonight? Am I working on this? Am I going to do an art thing? Am I going to do some social networking? Am I answering my emails? Am I doing my planner work? Do I need to tidy up my desk? Do I need to organize my ASMR stuff? And I have taken a break from making ASMR, like the role plays, for a year. It has been a year since I've uploaded one. Once that gets put back into rotation, I'm then going to have to be writing scripts, editing scripts, recording, editing the recordings, doing the art, editing the art, putting it together, doing the video editing. There's so much stuff that has to be done. Like,
that is so true.
Because I'm independent, technically I could wake up and go, I'm just not going to do anything today. Yeah. I have a very hard time doing that. If I don't do anything in a day, I get very sad and very like down on myself. Like, man, that was a waste of today. So I always want to do at least something. I feel like in that regard, I do kind of miss having set hours. And a lot of people tell me, oh, Vivi, you should have like set hours during the day and don't work outside those hours. But then I'm like, you don't understand. The Euro crowd wakes up at like 11 p.m.
Yeah, no, it's with streaming, you have to find the sweet spot. And sometimes that does require twice a day even. So my audience know that obviously I work from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Day job, and then I start streaming at 8:30. So I have all of 4 hours, not including sleep, because I mean I only sleep for 5 hours anyways, but not including sleep, I only have about 3.5 to 4 hours to myself. And in that small window, I'm doing exactly what you're doing. I'm answering emails. I've got 4 or 5 unread DMs from management. I've got unread DMs from maybe other streamers in regards to collabs. I'm like, oh my god, it's Sunday. I spend my entire Sunday making 6 thumbnails, schedule templates, and I'm like, bro, where did my time go? So I feel that's what I told them. Like, I'm currently not looking for a relationship because I don't think it would be fair to my partner going from like a 8 to 10 hour shift into working on stuff behind the scenes and then going into streaming and then going straight to bed. Like, ain't no one want to date that.
I think one of the few reasons why me and Boy work is because we have been together for 13 years. So we're very comfortable with each other. We're very understanding of things.
That's very true.
I think if we were a new relationship, because new relationships, you need to spend that time together. You need to be together. You need to get to know each other and everything. And
to make sure, you know, it's what you want. Exactly.
Yeah. Because of that, I feel like the only reason I can throw myself into everything like I do is because we've been together as long as we have. So yeah. Man, I'm really sitting here like I need to watch more movies or something.
just do watch-alongs, stream that movie and watch it together. Use like an external site, give them the link, put a time, like a stopwatch type thing on the thing, so that when viewers tune in, they know exactly what time you're up to, and they can just start watching it from their point of view. So it's not
I've never done a watch along, but I want to at some point.
I have been asked to do them, but there's a couple of reasons why I won't, and one of them is it's very I don't know the word. You're watching a movie, so you're going to be quiet. You're not going to be talking. So people that are there for you will get bored because you're not really going to be doing much talking. On top of that, they are going to technically watch a silent stream because they're watching it on their web page.
You can't stream any
you
of
can't
the audio.
stream it. So new people, like a brand new viewer might come in and you're not talking for 5 minutes and be like, what the fuck is it? Like, so it's a very big deterrence. I feel like if I was to do watch-alongs, it would be a members only thing. So then that way new people.
Do one now.
Yeah, we'll do one together.
I want to do a watch-along of School Days. Let's go.
Yeah, well, I was meant to do oh crap, I forgot the name of it now. It's an anime that I started watching, got like 4 episodes in. I was like, Chen used to watch this, and like we'll do it together. I'm like, okay. 4 months later, I'm like, yeah, I still gotta finish watching that, but y'all took all my spare time away. So I think if I was to do a watch along, it would definitely be probably members only, and that's mainly to have new people not feel like coming into a stream is just dead. Like it's silent. People aren't really talking either because they're also watching. So it's like it almost feels like a waste of time streaming it, and that's kind of why I haven't done one yet myself.
I get you. All right.
Oh yeah, Mirika-chan. That's what it was. Thank you back. Yeah. Hi.
Okay. Wow, that was all off that first point. All off that first point. All right.
Tangents.
In conventions, we'd get mobbed. Like seriously, I felt more like her bodyguard than her boyfriend. Now I feel bad for him.
That would be bad as a significant other. You'd be like trying to go to a convention to just hang out and look at all the cool things, but at the end of the day, you're sitting there to make sure no one's touching your partner, no one's, harassing them for a signature or a photo, and you're just like, fuck off.
God, I'd be so scared for their safety.
Yeah. You hear a lot of, like, luckily I've never been in that situation, but you definitely read or hear the stories of, like, how girls get tackled because too many people are trying to get hold of her, or she can't even, like, go somewhere without getting 20 million photos taken of her, and it's very uncomfortable, and part of me is glad that, one, I'm an introvert and I don't leave my house if I don't have to, but also, being that big would attract so much attention that it'd just be overwhelming. But also part of me is like, man, I wish I was famous.
I haven't been to a convention in a long time, and the last time I went, I was not making anything, so I can't really imagine what it would be like going now. I've had people be like, hey, are you going to this one? And I'm like, that's in America. Yeah. I'm Australian.
Sure, pay for my ticket, my hotel, and all my spending money? Absolutely, I'll be there. I've been to one, but I
Someday.
cosplayed, so no one could recognize me.
Someday
Ah.
I would love to go to one and just have if you see the headphones on either side of my head, I'd
Mm,
like to have a big paper mache circle head
that's
of
pretty cute.
Smiley or Blinky and go that way.
Just cosplay as yourself.
Sure.
That'd be awesome. Just get the purple wig with some yellow put onto it. You know, get the goggles, the headset. Man, you could do that. Easy.
Easy.
Easy. You got this, queen.
Just need a really tatty tank top and I'm set.
A pair of scissors. I got you.
Oh,
Now,
nah,
this
it's
next
alright.
con.
I'll wear it in naturally. Next con?
This one
Ooh.
here is a true one.
Our lives are extremely public and I hated it. Yeah, that's a reason why I love VTubing.
I
And why
feel
don't
like
sharing too much about him.
I feel like if you got in an argument, they would just know. If you guys did something publicly, they would know. Like, and then
Yeah.
depending, I obviously don't know who these YouTubers are, but for the most part, I feel like as a constant daily uploading YouTuber, you have to record almost like well pretty much every day. And imagine just going to the beach or just going shopping or you know testing out foods in different locations and always being on camera and then people like you know like just oh my god you'd be like I just want to you know can you put the camera down please like can we be us for 5 minutes without having the camera but then oh but what if we miss something amazing what if something happens in the background what if this what if that I don't think I could date another content creator.
Yeah, that would be everything as content, wouldn't it?
They would have to
very
like
exhausting.
recording like almost 24/7 because like exactly what if something really cool happens in the background or something they say something or they meet something or something happens and you're like oh, that would have made for such a great clip and then imagine being the partner going can you please put your camera down for 10 minutes while we eat our food and then in that 10 minutes something does happen and then you get the blame.
Never let you live down.
Yeah, like that's very true. Like your life is so public. Yeah, exactly. That could have been a viral clip. Like, no, I actually, that is a huge con. Like, your entire life is public. Like, from, my God, I don't actually think I could handle. I mean, as VTubers, well, for me specifically, like, I'm very private. Like, I mean, I'm open, but I'm private, if that makes sense. Like, I don't hide things about myself, but I still, like, hide things about myself, if that makes sense. I would hate to be that public. I feel like that's a little bit way out of my comfort zone.
No, I'm the same. I like living out in the middle of nowhere where no one finds me and no one bothers me. It's good.
It would be. Yep. Yeah, don't overshare. Exactly. There needs to be like a balance, and sometimes YouTubers, because again, they need to push that content, they don't know where that line is, and that's why a lot of YouTuber couples tend to fail because it's just too public. You know,
it's too public and it's too much, and there's so much pressure on it as well.
I couldn't do it.
Okay.
Nope.
All right, in agreement.
Yeah.
Next con, online harassment was quite rampant on both of us, but mostly her.
Oh,
yeah, that would make me so sad.
Harassment? Never heard of it. Kidding me? Poor thing. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
So she would just get things about her appearance, something as simple as what she looked like, what she wore that day. Maybe she did wake up and decide to do a tutorial on makeup. Oh, you look so ugly with that makeup on. Oh, you did the eyeliner wrong. Oh, you look so ugly with the makeup on. Like, it was a tutorial. Like, it's very true.
Yeah.
Something so minor will trigger people, and it just I don't know if I could handle that. Like, just daily stuff would affect you, like the stuff that you wore, the stuff that you ate. You know, why would you interact with that
over
person?
a million subscribers?
The dream.
Pretty much any step you take would result in that.
Yeah. The person you spoke to, the person you sat next to, like they would make fun of that person, that poor innocent person sitting on a bus. They would get made fun of. Like, yeah. No, I feel like harassment alone shouldn't happen, but it will, and especially with a public relationship, I can imagine that being very rampant. I do. I imagine that would be very intense. Fuck that.
The next point is kind of tied into the harassment because I would consider this harassment.
Yeah.
So they said, I got death threats because, you know, how dare you date the woman of my dreams?
Ah, the parasocial kicking in. Ah, where that person thinks that they've built this one-sided relationship with, you know, the YouTuber because that's who the content was based around. And then the poor significant other gets, you know, really bad and death-threatening messages because they're dating the VTuber or they're dating the streamer or they're dating the YouTuber. It's like, tough titties, deal with it. Like, you should have swooped in, buddy. That sounds like a you problem.
It's funny that the only death threats that I got were directed at me and my mother.
What? About what though?
I banned a kid from my Discord.
Far out. Okay.
So he was being edgy. He was being edgy and saying some weird, threatening things, and we were like, "All right, bye." So gave him the kick, gave him the old "get the fuck out."
Yeah, of course.
And it's funny because blocked him on everything because if you kick somebody and they're being weirdly threatening, you block them on everything. A year later, he comes into the Twitch stream and goes, "Oh, you remember me? By the way, I still fucking hate you." And then he sent me an email to my business email and said, "I hope that you and your mother die of a stroke."
What? But why? Because you banned him?
Wait, that's not a death threat. It's a death wish. It's slightly different.
But still, they're wishing death upon you and someone that's not even they're related to you, but they have nothing to do with what you provide as like an online presence. Like, what? Fucking leave my mother out of this, you know?
I don't know. Apparently, being kicked from my Discord was so upsetting that my mother needs to die.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god, that's just not okay. I don't think I've ever gotten death threats, man. I've gotten I get plenty of hate stuff, people wishing that I would, I guess, people wishing I'd get hit by a car is kind of a death threat.
That's
okay. No, yeah, okay. I guess I've gotten some death threats, but it wasn't anything like I'm gonna slit your throat or anything like that. It was just more like, I hope you get hit by a bus or something. But I feel like that's just what normal children say, is that sort of stuff. But yeah, I've never had anything. I guess I never had anything personal, I'm gonna find out where you live and I'm gonna enjoy, slitting your throat. I've never had that extreme death threats, but someone with a million subs, I feel like, would definitely get something like that.
Yeah, with a million subs, I think
bigger audience, bigger risk of higher threats.
I think this is me rationalizing why it doesn't happen as much. A lot of people know that if you say anything too explicit on anything in emails or whatever, that you can report that to the police. I've had friends, I've had other AS Smarters who have had a much worse time than me. I had a friend of mine who they stalked her down to her college. They found out where she lived. They found out her parents' parents' phone number, and she actually had to go to the cops. She actually had to open a case and stuff. And a lot of people, I think, will avoid going too far because they know there is a line. You can say, "Hey, I fucking hate you, and your stuff sucks," and then I don't like you.
Tough, get over it.
Yeah, that's a childish sort of way of saying I don't like you. But if you go that extra step and start saying, "I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that," or anything like that, then, call the cops on them.
Yeah. I don't know, man. People, I don't know what goes through their head, honestly. I'll never understand. Luckily I've never done that, but it's just
it's not a lot of thinking.
If you don't like it, just turn it off, stop watching, move along, get over it. I don't know. There have been plenty of people that I've watched. I'm like, I don't like what you do. I don't like the way you talk, or I don't like the way you're doing things. And I just, what I do? I leave. I don't say shit. I just close the tab and I never go back. It's not that hard. Unless that person was obviously doing something harmful. That's a different aspect, which I've never had to come across, but just leave. What do you do? It's not the end of the world.
That's what I liked the dislike button for. I'd be like, "Oh man, that's bad." Dislike. I do remember when I was younger, 19 or 18, I used to write really mean. I don't know if you know fanfiction.net, but I used to write really mean reviews. Because you could review people's stuff. So I had an edgy phase, and I will admit this because I feel cringe about it. I feel cringe about it now, but that used to be what I would do. If I didn't like somebody or somebody's thing when I was 18, I would leave a thing being like, "Wow, this story was so terrible. Your parents must be ashamed of you, and you have no future," and blah 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 blah.
Wow.
Blah, blah. I was a little bit.
Yeah.
But grew out of it. That's not how I want to spend my evenings now.
No, I completely agree. I do definitely try my absolute hardest to avoid any of that sort of stuff because it's not nice in the first place, and it's not good for you to just read any of that sort of stuff. I know that you saw my recent Twitter post about my massive thread of hate, and look, it wasn't nice. Of course not. I didn't enjoy reading anything like that about me, but at least none of it was death threats or anything like that. It was just more they wanted me to graduate and move on, I guess. But I was like, at the end of the day, I can't stop you from saying and thinking what you want. I'm just going to focus on what I enjoy doing, which is streaming. I love the girls in my company. I love the girls that I've collabed with and hope to do more in the future with all of the girls that I've, hung out with. And
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep doing what I do, But I can understand.
You keep doing what you...
Yeah, exactly. Just keep doing you, But I can understand how some people are more inclined to want to read the drama and get caught up in it. And I'm just like, no. my time is limited and scheduled. I don't even have time to
Like we said before, we don't got time for that.
Actually, you don't have time for it. Not even joking. Like, I don't have time in my day to read this. Like, my schedule is packed from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed. Like, I don't have spare time. If I'm taking a poo, that's also scheduled. Like, oh, I got 3 minutes to get this out because I got to get this stuff done. Like, especially in a company, you have a lot of deadlines. You've got deadlines for covers, for other things that, like our idol project. It's a massive deadline that we've got to, like, push and get it working and always promoting. And it's like, we have deadlines. I ain't got time.
As an independent right now, I'm like, oh, man, I love not having deadlines. But then occasionally a deadline will come up. Occasionally.
Yeah, and you're just like, freedom.
Oh, by the way, the taking a poop bit, you guys often know that as being on Twitter.
What happened?
That's the 3 minutes that you open the phone, go on
Twitter. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, if you see me mass liking things,
Twitter.
It's the toilet. Go. I've scheduled it. I'm like, I need to like these comments at least. I need to let them know that I've acknowledged their existence whilst I'm pooing. Yes. 3 minutes. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Scroll, like, scroll, like, scroll, like. Love heart that one. That one's extra nice. Keep scrolling. And then if you see like, all right, there's 100 comments and only 50 get done. Sorry, I ran out of time.
Too efficient that day.
Yep. Sorry.
Too much fiber. It was too good.
It's a mood that you laugh, but it's true. Like, it's really true. It's what I do at work. I'm like, like, always poo on work time, and also like your comments on work time.
I say that. That's actually one of my quotes for my stream. If somebody's like, "Hey, I've got to go to work," what I say is always like, "And remember, always shit on company time."
On company. Okay, well, I did that in person. Screw you, Vivi. One day I'll be able to do that. But it's true. Yeah, I ain't got time for that shit, guys.
Somebody make Neena a finger gun asset, please. Come on.
Please. Make me a finger gun. I'll show you my sleeves and you can make it. And then next time me and Vivi are on, I'll be like, hey, Vivi, guess what? And then be like, finger gun. And she'll be like, oh my God, finger gun. And then put the shades on.
Man, if only my goggles worked. Sadly, they don't. I can't put them on my head. They do
nothing. Oh, no, really?
No,
you don't have a toggable for that?
No, it's a Simpsons reference. The goggles do nothing.
Oh. What about your headphones? Do they toggle off?
They do.
But?
I have never done that.
Really?
Chat has never seen my ears.
Okay, well, what about if I take my mask off, you take your headphones off? Podcast exclusive.
No.
Oh.
I've deleted the toggle. I'd have to reinstate the hotkey.
No way. Is there a reason for this? What's the reason?
I don't want people to see my ears.
But they're probably cute.
Also, I look really weird without them.
That's me without my mask.
Blinky and Smiley, canonically, lore-wise, dug into my brain with tentacles, aren't you guys?
Oh,
yeah.
I'll say because like you can always have it so rather than disappearing, it could go around your neck or something. Like it comes up and down type thing.
That could be neat, maybe someday, maybe.
But then you can make your hair so it covers your ears too. There you go.
Fun fact: I look like. Do you know when they're in I forgot what it's called. Japanese lunchboxes. What are they called?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I don't know the name, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
When they cut like the sausages or wieners into like taco.
Bento.
Yeah, bento
boxes.
Like the taco in bento. I look like one of those because it's just straight down to the hair at the bottom. So, thank you guys.
Chat's always there for us. Always there. Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys. But yeah, and then the last one, I just realized it ties into it.
Yeah, it's
She
a
also got
Krypton.
death
She
threats.
got death
So
threats,
he got
yeah.
death threats and he got death threats. So those are the cons.
So
So I
yeah.
will say the cons do seem to be like people being jerks.
It seems like the cons definitely outweigh the pros, because pros something like, oh, we get to meet people. That's what, like, the second wait, hang on, the fourth one was getting to read fan mail, the fifth one was meeting fans, and the sixth one was meeting older crowds. It's all like the same, that they all kind of fall into the same sort of category. So the only pros really was getting to meet celebrities and networking, and then money, I guess. So whereas the cons is, you know, death threats, no time together, your life is public, there's harassments. I feel like the cons of a public relationship definitely feel a lot worse than
Yeah.
than not. But at the end of the day, it obviously is entirely how, you know, how you both see your relationship, and whether or not, I feel like what you kind of have is really good. Like, people know of him, but they don't know enough of him to where it would be a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's
You're
not
not
invasive
public.
on my space or my streams. Like, he's not even in chat or anything. Like, when I stream, it's just us hanging out, just me and the people. There's, if I talk about him, I talk about him, but it's usually because, and I have to say this, I've because we have been together since high school, because high school sweethearts. Sadly, majority of my life, if I don't talk about him, I can't talk about a lot of what's happened.
Yeah, no, that I feel like that would sometimes be hard, because even now, only being a part of Kawaii for 6 months, I definitely feel like me and like the Bloomans have really, like, we've definitely bonded. I do see them as a friend. Like, sure, it's just an online friend, but like, you can still have great online friends that you've never met before. I have plenty of those. Like, I've been friends with, I won't say his name, but I've been friends with this one person for 4 years now, and we've never once met in person, not once. But he is like my best friend. We message each other every single day. Not, we don't miss a day, you know. And so I have seen my community become my friends. Like, I like to tell them about my day. I like to like keep them updated and stuff like that on what happened. Like, you know, nothing obviously doxing, but you know, things that happen at work, or you know, how I'm feeling at home, or you know, I'm really tired. And they'll be like, oh, tell us about your day, and I'll tell them about my day. Like, I love it so much. But I never,
genuinely
yeah.
miss chat when I can't stream. If I am not feeling well, or if it's just not, you know, no time, I genuinely end up missing them.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, see, I
they
live
do.
alone, so it's like I have no one to talk to. So it's like,
I feel like maybe the
I miss
parasocial
you
does go
guys.
both ways.
Yeah,
Because
oh,
they
mhm.
joke about it. They joke about it. They go like, "Oh, Vivi, you're getting a bit parasocial on us," but like, I miss them.
No, it's true. Like, so, I don't know if you know who Iku from Prism Gen 1.
I think,
Um,
yeah.
so we did a podcast that was dedicated on mental health, and we did briefly speak about the parasocial side of things and how it does go both ways. Like, viewers can definitely fall attached to streamers and or YouTubers, any sort of content creator, and it's vice versa. Like, I mean, I've admitted it to my community. I'm not like parasocial for them, but as someone that lives alone, that pretty much works, comes home, streams, and sleeps, like, I don't have anything going on for me in my life. It's very, it's boring as fuck. So on days where I'm not streaming, I'm thinking about streaming. I'm like, man, I really miss them. I wish I could hang, because like, unfortunately, as someone that is in a company, I don't have the freedom as an indie where I can't just have I don't have Discord contact with them whatsoever. I cannot talk with them in any sort of private context. It has to be made public. So Twitter, like, you, if you go through some of my Twitter posts, we'll have a whole blatant conversation through like Twitter comments, because I'm like, I want someone to talk to, and that's the only way that I can, you know. I know it's really sad, but it's just like, I mean, it is, at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? But so I think because I'm alone and I have no one to hang out with and talk to, I miss them that much more. And so then the next time I'm like, so if I took like say Thursday off and I stream on Friday, I'm like, I missed you guys. I missed you so much. It's one day, but I'm like, so it's true. Like the parasocial, you know, it doesn't have to be like to that extent and that extreme, but the feeling of missing them and wanting to be within their like company and presence, it's there. Like, you know, of course I have it for them, they have it for me. I'm pretty sure you and does your fans have a name? Like, what's their
Bunkmates.
Unkmates? Like, you Unk?
Bunkmates. So like bunker, because I live in a bunker, and also mates, because bunkmate is something that you can call somebody if you know you share a bunk, but also mates because I'm Australian.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So I'm pretty sure you and your bunkmates have like a little bit of a, like, you know, you miss them, they miss you aspect as well, without being parasocial to the extreme.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I live in the middle of nowhere. I don't have any friends here because nobody lives
Mood.
out here. All right, I live in the middle of absolute
Mood.
nowhere. I swear a bit more than on my channel, so I'm holding back a little bit.
Don't worry, they're used
but
to it. Bitch.
yay, I feel at home.
It's the All In podcast. All in for a reason.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, I live in the middle of nowhere. There's no one here. It's funny because like family would be like, "Oh, Vivi, have you made any friends?" I'm like, "There's like I don't know, like 2.5 extra people out here. And I've never met them."
Yeah, that car that drove past 20 minutes ago. Hey, what are you doing, neighbor? Yep, I'll see you later.
Bye. Good luck
Mood.
with the sheep or the cows or whatever it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. Well, it's funny. I live in an apartment, so I it's really rare, like because the reason why I specifically choose to stream at like in the late evenings is because I have people above me, beside me, and below me. So occasionally you might hear dogs barking, children crying, maybe neighbors yelling, or cars zooming past. So obviously in the evenings, a majority of the people around me are asleep or in the quiet periods. But even surrounded by all of these people, technically, right, surrounded, physically, like literally up and below, I don't talk to them. Just because we're neighbors doesn't mean I'm their friend. So
I have never befriended a neighbor.
No, ever. Never. My introverted ass won't let me. I'm just like, oh, I could make friends with a neighbor, but I won't.
It would feel so weird. I had a neighbor come up to the door, I think like a little while back, and it was because like all the power had gone out in the area.
That's like the only time that you ever see people leave their house is when power goes out and they open their front door to see if anyone else's power has gone out, and then you make eye contact and you're like, oh, shit, and then you close your door like they've never once seen who I was and now that I'm exposed.
I feel like
that's
the only
happened
times
to me.
they've seen me, because I go out to check my mail in PJs because
I'm wearing a rainbow onesie. I got you.
I'm wearing Simpsons pajama pants right now.
Oh my god, we'll send each other selfies after this.
You can't see underneath the bunk suit, but the radiation suit. But
true,
my pants are Simpsons ones.
I love it.
But yeah, I usually go out to check the mail in that, and usually nobody checks, nobody sees. But I've seen a neighbor drive by and kind of give me like the
You exist? Someone actually lives in that place? Yeah, what a mood. I had a delivery for dinner time. It was like a pasta cup. I had them delivered because I didn't have time to make food. And it was like knocking on my door. I'm like, open the door, rainbow onesie. They give me like the typical like the down, up. And I'm like, just a smile like, hi, is that my food? Hi. And they're like, did you order this? I'm like, I did, thank you. And then I just close the door in their face. I'm like, please, I don't like talking to you. I wish you put it on the floor and walked away like everyone else does. Why did you stay here? Because I love it when they put the food on the floor, like obviously not like on the floor, but like in the bag. They put it on the floor and they send you like a text, or they're like, oh, your food has arrived, it's at your doorstep, and you're like, oh, thank you. And then you peek at the door and you're like, are they still there? And then like, you don't see anybody. And you're like, oh, thank God they're not there. And then you open the door, grab your food, and go. But they were standing there. And I'm like, man, I'm exposed.
Some of them want that interaction. But then again, sometimes I wonder if it's because, like, they've been asked to, like, verify that the food has been, like, handed over. But, like, now with contactless delivery, don't have to.
They take, like, photos of the food. Yeah, true. Welcome to Tangents.
With our contactless delivery driver.
Yeah. Dating creators to people delivering your food.
Yes.
Mood. Well, to be fair, would you even have time to cook if you're both like doing some sort of content stuff? I feel like your schedules would be very different. Yeah.
That's a good point. I do wonder how hard it is for like health wise if you're both doing content. Which is why I see a lot of people doing like HelloFresh stuff. Doing like the sponsorship things. I haven't tried it, but
I've tried it
once. Was it good? Because Boy brought home a box today. A coworker accidentally ordered 2.
Okay, so in my experience, the food is definitely fresh, and they give it to you in like in bags. So then the recipe will literally be like 2 potatoes, this piece of meat, this piece of vegetable and this, and you just grab it out of the bag. It's all there, the equal amounts to that dinner. You can't overdo it, you can't underdo it. It's perfect. They know exactly the quality, like the quantities, and it is fresh. So hashtag not sponsored, by the way. And we should be though. But it is actually really good. I only knew about it because a streamer that I watched actually was advertised, like they had a sponsor with it. I'm like, I live alone and I don't really have time to sit there and go shopping. So it cuts out the shopping bullshit, and it gives you're like, I don't know what to have for dinner time.
I hate shopping.
Problem solved. You just grab one, like, cause I think you get like 7 dinners or 6 dinners, whatever it is. You just grab, like, you go, what do I want today? Do I want some, like, Japanese stir-fried teriyaki something? Do I want chicken breast and this? Do I want, steak and mushroom peppercorn sauce or some shit? Like, it's there. And you're just like, cool, just pull out of the bag and cook it. And the instructions are there. The food is fresh. Yes. Hashtag not sponsored, but oh my god, it is actually really good. I haven't been on it for a while because I'm poor as shit. That's probably the only downfall, is that it is expensive.
Yeah.
But it's so convenient. Like, oh my goodness. Yes.
But yeah, doing content, I'm surprised at how eating right has taken a huge blow because of it. I eat so much garbage now. Like, I know I eat radioactive waste, but come on. When was the last time I had a vegetable? Come on.
Okay, I do eat healthy. I actually eat very healthy.
I'm proud of you.
Now the problem is not what I eat, but when I eat.
When do you eat?
Probably like 1 meal a day in a 24-hour period. Yeah, see, when you eat. So I don't know. I can't. I'm busy. This was joked. Okay, we joked about it because I was joking, but there are times where I do eat in the shower, and it's not like They made it a funny joke, like, oh, she was bringing a bowl of cereal. Like, no, I'm saying I will have like some, I don't know, 5 nuts, fruits, muesli bar, some bullshit, and I'll eat it to the shower, take 1 big bite, and then go into the shower. So then I'm still chewing it while I'm showering. I don't have time. My time is limited.
I want out of this. I want out of you eating. I want out of you eating soup in the shower. Yes.
Yes, no, I don't eat meals, guys. Fuck me. But like,
full spaghetti dinner in the shower.
I wasn't kidding when I say my time is genuinely limited. Like, I'm serious. Like, I tweet on the toilet. I eat in the shower. Like, I gotta get shit done. I'm very, very busy. There's no way I could have a relationship. And if I did, my God, would my poor boyfriend or husband or fiance or girlfriend, who knows what I'm into, but like, man, they'd be like, she's shit. She has no time for me.
Dinner in the shower. Okay, if you draw this, please tag me in the replies. I want to see this.
But it's so like, it's obviously it's not that extent. But yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, you quickly take a bite and then hop in. That's pretty much what I do. And then when I get out, quickly take another bite. Because I mean, I get up at 6 a.m. every single day. I don't have time for breakfast unless I get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Fuck that. I want to sleep for that hour. I'm not going to sit there and eat breakfast at 5 o'clock in the morning. So yeah,
imagine eating breakfast.
I do eat healthy, but it's just more like, it's like, so as an example, one things that I do eat are things like a wholemeal wrap with like an egg, spinach leaves, mushrooms, sliced capsicums. I think people call them bell peppers as well. Just like a bunch of vegetables fried up and then put into a wrap, nice and easy in the hand, and just eat it as I'm doing whatever it is I need to do. So that's the sort of stuff that I eat. So I don't eat like junk food. But it's like, yeah, it's when I eat. I'd be the worst wife. My husband would be like, wife, are you gonna cook? I'd be like, nope, sorry, streaming.
No, gotta stream.
No.
Gotta stream, sorry.
No.
Sorry, I'm gonna play a horror game today. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
I know it's 2 a.m. and you're trying to sleep, but listen, if I scream, it's just content. Don't be mad.
Yep, just deal with it. Oh my God.
You know what? That's another downside, because sometimes, like I said, I feel part of me feels a little bit guilty about it, but not fully, because Americans are bullies. So I tell my American chat this. I love Eurocrowd because they're very funny and I enjoy streaming at the time that they are awake.
Get wrecked.
So I have somewhat prioritized them a little bit sometimes, when I can. But because of that, I have to stream in the middle of the night. So now until about 4 a.m., 5 a.m., they start going to bed around 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. So right when the sun starts coming up, that's when all the Eurocrowd goes to bed, and I miss them.
So, yeah, no, you're not wrong. Yeah, before I got my day job, that's kind of what I did. I'd stay up until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning just doing stuff, and then I'd go to bed and sleep for like 8 hours in the middle of the day. So like I slept a lot better, but my schedule was more fucked.
It's okay. Aussies are bullies too, by the way, Americans. It's okay. I am as well.
Yeah. Cunt.
So yeah. I'm just wondering because I'm so sorry. I feel like I got us off track.
Nah. Well, it's cool because we were talking about the we were talking about the I can't say the fucking word. Parasocial aspect for a brief moment there, and partners, and this is a part of that part. So this was someone mentioning a quick just like it's 2 paragraphs long, and I'll quickly read, well, not quickly, but I'll read that one. It's just titled, "I think I'm falling in love with the viewer, and now what do I do?" Now that's a very good one because this is the streamer falling in love with the viewer. Ooh. Okay, so it goes the other way around. So rather than dating a content creator, they're dating or potentially thinking of dating a viewer. So, oh boy. So I've been streaming for a while, and I've gotten a fair few regulars, which most of us do. I like them a lot, but there was one of them that just caught my attention. They were writing in this very charming and cute way that I always felt a bit for. Then, of course, I struck up a conversation in whispers and discords, and we got to know each other better. We've continued chatting regularly, but I started to adjust my stream, postponing going on live until they were online. And when they were online, my heart started to flutter. And when I was live, I shifted my browser window to the right. I wonder why. And then I saw them from the corner of my eye that they were watching me. Kind of creepy. I changed my demeanor constantly.
Oh, they're kind of cute.
You know, a little creepy. I changed my entire demeanor, constantly thinking, "Oh my god, they're watching," and try to be nicer, funnier, adjusting camera and such. Okay, shit. Okay, sounds a little bit obsessed here. I don't know what to do. I certainly feel something, and I want to act upon it, but I'm worried about the social dynamic between a streamer and a viewer. It seems like some people want a certain kind of distance to a streamer, and that perhaps they would feel intimidated if I should approach them more directly, and uncomfortable. Also, some people really look up to streamers and would be kind of starstruckish if the streamer came to them. I'm worried that they would have this kind of cool entertainer picture of me, and now I would tear that down by perhaps coming up and close and revealing my off-camera mega awkward self. I feel something, and I really want to act on the feelings, but a part of me thinks that this is a social car crash waiting to happen.
It kind of is, damn it. See, the thing is, like I said before, I kind of love. Like,
yeah.
Because it sounds cute. I like when people, like, okay.
Falling
obviously
in love.
There is a difference between
I've yet to find that.
someday I'll keep holding your hand under the table. But like I think that crushes are cute. I think that there is a difference between like a crush and like, being
love,
being full-blown creepy.
Oh,
but
creepy, okay.
But like, see, this is cute, but they can see the issues that could arise.
Yeah, it's good. It's good that they're acknowledging that, actually. It's good, though, because a lot of people go into something blindsided, They'll be like, oh, my heart flutters when I see him, and now I must, just dive right in and go straight into the conversation. But a few things that she mentioned, which made me a little bit concerned, was that she was postponing her own streams for this one particular viewer. Like, that's definitely a negative thing, because then all of her dedicated fans would start to see a favoritism in maybe her, or actually, you know what, this could also be a guy. It could be like man on man. Or girl on girl. This is just me saying that, but I feel like the streamer would start to favoritize that one particular viewer, giving him a little bit more attention and doing exactly what she's saying. So could you imagine being a viewer of this person for, let's say, 3, 4, 8 months, and you notice that they're always replying to that person's comments first. They're always acknowledging that person over everyone else. Like, you start to feel left out. You start to feel a little bit like, well, what the fuck, man?
I
Like,
instantly think they're dating.
Yeah, honestly, true.
I'd be like, oh, okay, you guys are together.
Okay, so y'all doing it? Okay, cool. What about the rest of us? Hello. We get some of that action, but it's like, help a sister out here. But it's true. Like, I've never, like, personally, I've never fallen in love with the viewer. I have definitely had viewers message me and talk to me and try to push things, and I'm always like, no. Give me your finger guns. No. You know, like nope, I don't think so. That's pretty much like what I was.
No.
Yeah, that's it. No. That's the sort of stuff that I do. I'm like, no. I'm good. I'm happy being single. I'm happy just living my life and doing what I do. I'm still very fucking young, and I know I am, so I'm good. I'm good for a while. You know, give me maybe another, what am I, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How old is 30? That's like 7 years away. Cool. So in 7 years, if I'm still then single, all right, then I got a problem. But I don't, like, no offense to my bloomins, I love yous, but I just don't think I could date yous because, like she says in the second paragraph of how she's worried that he put her on this cool entertainment pedestal, and then behind the scenes she's actually an awkward person. It's giving someone false, not security, but like just false, I guess, hope of who you actually are, because at the end of the day, you are an entertainer, right? You're sitting there providing entertainment to your viewers. And so imagine the person you're watching is always funny, always cracking jokes, and you're like, wow, this chick or this guy is really funny, and I love that about them. But then you do meet in person, and the person's like really hella awkward. You're like, what the fuck? You're not even the same person anymore. You know what I mean? Like, they're falling in love with like a persona, and I just, yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
I can see that. See that. See, again, this is a little bit different from my experience because I don't have much of a persona that, because again, I kind of threw myself into VTubing without realizing any of that.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of letting it all hang out here. But
love it.
But like, so if I'm awkward, I'm like that in real life. I'm awkward in real life. How do I say? Also, I wanted to bring this up. I have postponed a stream, or I have scheduled a stream for a viewer once.
Okay. But
so,
why?
But why? Oh, because I was madly in love with him. No. No. Basically, I can't remember. I think either he had donated the money for the game, or it had been a long-running joke to play Hat in Time on Hat Day.
Oh, is that the Alice in Wonderland one?
No, Hat in Time. A Hat in Time. It's like a Hat Kid. I don't think there's anything else.
I thought that was like a Alice in Wonderland Hat in Time type of game. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of a different one. I haven't heard of this.
No, I think Hat in Time is a very popular platform. It's very good. I really like it. I need to play it again.
Okay.
But I had promised, like, I would play it on Hat Day, and he'd been the only person who had been really like, yeah, let's play this fucking game.
Yeah.
So it got to the point where I was like, all right, well, if I'm going to stream this, I kind of want him to at least be there.
That's
because
fair.
We've talked about this for a year.
Yeah.
Let's go. So I was like, hey, what time? And he was like, oh, it doesn't matter. I took the whole day off.
Oh, okay. Shit, dedication much. Jesus.
Yeah, it was nice. And it's the only time we've done that. I'm pretty happy about it.
I mean, I guess that's probably one of the good things about having a set schedule. So I've definitely been gifted a few games from the community. Evil Within 2, which is we're finally playing now. I still gotta play Dying Light 2. I got Days Gone just recently. So what I do is, because my schedule is pretty much set in concrete, right? It ain't going to change unless my life drastically changes, which I don't foresee anytime soon. So my schedule is just pace and print every single week. It's so similar. So they know when I'll be live, but I will schedule in the game that they played. And sometimes I will be like, hey guys, I really want to play Dying Light 2. I know that X person bought it. You know, will you be able to attend on that day, or what day is best for you? Because I know that you bought it for me and I would like you to be there. But I wouldn't like postpone and delay and start at a completely opposite time frame for that person. No. Sorry,
You're
guys.
right, actually. That because I realized, because I don't have a schedule, it's not really postponing. It's just me being like, okay, we're just going to stream at this time.
Yeah. I mean, it's still the fact you waited for that person to give you a time frame is it's a similar on the similar wavelength, I guess. Yeah. But like, if like, oh, can you please start at 3 p.m. instead of 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. I'd be like, no. One, I'm actually still at work, so I physically can't. And two, no. So I wouldn't do timing. I would do days. I'd be like, all right, what day would suit you? That way I know that you're there. But that's probably as far as I would go. Because, like, you know, they bought it for me. At least I could do is actually have them watch it.
Yeah.
You know, like, you just spent, like, an $8 game. I want you to watch it, you know?
I know that VODs are a thing, but I do understand the specialness of catching something live. So.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's why we say a VOD gang is a Chad gang, because, like, they don't get to interact with us yet. They're still supporting by watching the VOD, dude. Like,
is you, VOD gang.
Yeah, true Chads. Anyone that's watching this after the fact, thank you. Much appreciate. Shout out to all the VOD Chads out there. But yeah, no, I kind of feel sorry for this person. Part of me wants to push and be like, do it. But also I'm like, be careful.
See, okay, there's two sides of me. There is the hopeless romantic of me, which has existed since high school. That still loves love. That still is
still in hope for it.
So much loves crushes, loves people who have crushes. That part of me is like, do it, go for it. See what it's like. Let them know if like you're awkward and stuff. Maybe share these fears with them so they know, and like maybe it could work out. Who knows? And then there's the other part of me that's like, no, you're right. This is
it's online. You're on a persona.
Worms. It's not gonna. It's so sad, man. So I'm very torn about it. Honestly, if I was in that situation, that would be one of those like lying awake at night ones. Like, fuck.
Yeah, you would. You'd think about it, like, man, do I do it or don't I do it? I feel like that's where you'd open up, like, you know, Microsoft Word and make your pros and your cons list and be like, all right, why is this good and why is it bad, and see which list outweighs the other.
Yeah,
I haven't been in a situation. I don't ever want to be in a situation. I feel like I'd just be hella awkward, so that's why I'm like, no. Sorry, viewers, no. I'm telling you now, so I don't get into that awkward situation. Haven't dated one, never will. I've never even. No, I've never even met anyone in person. Oh no, I lied. I went to a convention. And I met one of viewers in person, but that was just like, oh, yo, what's up? But I've never had any sort of like fancy for them or had any relation in any shape or form with any of the viewers that I've ever had in my entire life. Hell no.
I've met two friends, and that was back in 2019, and it went well. It was fine. We were all appropriately awkward, but also the same as we usually are, so it went well. I'm happy about it. But then everything happened with, you know, the planet and stuff, and so I haven't been out since then. But ideally, I'd like to meet. I might be meeting another VTuber at the end of this month, maybe.
Ooh.
But we will see. We will see.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
And another quick little story on the topic of the scheduled parts here. Someone says that I met my boyfriend on Twitch. We were both streamers. He'd post in a selfies promo section of a Discord community that I'm involved in, and I randomly decided to watch the other day. He proceeded to pronounce my name incorrectly in chat, and I assumed it was a dude, which I found pretty funny. The next time I streamed, I rated him, and then he returned the favor a few days after. He slid into my DMs that day, offering a chicken nugget first date, and the rest is all history. So, like, these two streamers fell in love. But then she says, or this person states, do not adjust your stream schedule at all for this person. Keep streaming as you normally would and fit in time with each other. So that
makes sense.
Yeah, so they both stream. It is possible to date other content creators while being one yourself. But don't change your schedule for that person. Keep doing what you're doing and just try and find overlapping times that you both are not doing anything.
Yeah.
So it could work. It could. But I don't think I could be bothered.
That's so pretty cute.
I just don't think I could be bothered doing that. I feel like spare time who?
I just imagine like, hey, remember when you first mispronounced my name and thought I was a dude?
Yeah, that would just be like an ongoing running joke between you two, I think. Can you imagine though, like telling, God, see, the thing I think is like if you dated another streamer or another YouTuber, like you're both are doing content together, you may have like leaked into each other's, you know, communities and streams once in a while, like not the full-time part, but like, you know, she features on yours, you feature on hers, blah, blah, blah. What if you break up? How awkward is that for the
Yeah.
viewers? It's like children, right? Like, do they watch mom or do they watch dad? Like, are you gonna
That would
argue
be
because someone prefers one over the
so
other?
heartbreaking. Oh my god. And like that's one thing. So whenever I see breakups, because they've
Mm-hmm.
happened on Twitter, I've seen them. Some of them are very professional. They're like, "Hi, here is a quick notice to say that me and streamer X are no longer dating. Please respect privacy.
But
We
do
have
they?
ended on amicable terms, blah blah blah." And like that's all you hear. That's all. And like that's like the best case scenario of that happening.
Yeah.
And then the worst case scenario is when there's like a big long twit longer of like, oh, they hurt my feelings. I hate them.
I know. And like, unfortunately, as like the viewer's perspective, you don't know the in-depths of what happened. So having one of them write a massive long essay about the things that he or she did, it's like, can you trust them? Are they actually telling the truth? Are they exaggerating? And it's
that would
like,
be such a big con now.
oh,
like I'm just like, con, do not want twit longest.
yeah, like I just don't think I
Vivi
could handle it.
Vivi never cleaned up. Vivi eats like shit. She stole the blankets all the time.
Bitch.
Terrible, terrible woman. Do not date.
Oh no, because I would be on if I dated someone and then we broke up and then I saw my viewers in their channel instead of mine, I would be hurt. I'd be like, well, wait, hang on, they were my viewer first, then I met this person, then we broke up, and now they're hanging out in their stream instead of me. Like, I would be hurt. I'll be honest with you. I'd be like, wow, that's wow, okay, way to just put salt in the wound, I guess. But I don't think I'd ever want to be stuck in that situation. Like, I think parasocial is I wouldn't say it's okay, but like like there's like a line, like it's okay to have like the parasocial feelings with each other, like whether it is to another streamer, whether it's to chat or whatever it is, but just don't cross the line. I think I don't think I would ever cross that line for another content creator or a streamer, or a viewer even. I'm listening to all these cons. I'm like, bro, they're just red flags, just straight away. Like, nah, don't do it. Look, I'm a hopeless romantic. I want to bump into someone in the street. They actually knock over my grocery bag, and they help me pick it up, and our hands overlap on the same apple piece, and then they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, oh. So I'm really
sorry. I thought you were gonna be like, they accidentally knock over my full plate spaghetti dinner.
Fuck off, baby. Come on. What the shit? In my shower? How are they gonna get my shower and knock over my plate of spaghetti?
Now I'm just imagining you in like anime school go like, oh no, I'm gonna be late for school, and like you're running and you're like eating the full plate of spaghetti.
This is why I don't tell people what I do. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Please, sir, can you pick up my balls, my meatballs?
Cute.
Well, if that isn't a fan art, I want to see me in a schoolgirl outfit running to school with a plate of spaghetti, like being strung out of my mouth, flying behind me, like.
Oh no, I'm late.
So you're still good at writing fanfic. Let's go. You can do something.
Yay. Oh my god.
Fuck
I'm looking forward to it. If it doesn't happen, I'm gonna have to make like a dono goal and be like, all right, need to
No. Someone will do it.
Like,
just pester them long enough. I'm pretty sure someone will just give in and do it. I mean, they're laughing. They're probably already they probably already started. They're probably already like looking up Skib right now, being like, who is the artist that we're gonna do this for?
Draw spaghetti.
How to draw spaghetti. I will trust myself. Oh, fucking hell, you bitch.
I'm happy.
Well, shit. My cheeks hurt. Thank you. Oh, my God. So one thing I want to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
True love, have you found it?
True love. I'd like to believe I have.
Yeah?
I think that's one of those things where you just kind of... You'll always kind of hope. You'll always kind of be like, yeah, I have.
You have the one,
like,
I feel like if
what
someone's
I'd like to
acceptance of this kind of hobby / job and their acceptance of it and they're willing to work around your schedule, that's the one. Because this is a very 24/7 kind of place.
I have a lot of anxiety and self-confidence things, so I'm the kind of person who will look over and be like, are you like sure? Like, are you sure? Like, you want to like, it's me. Like me? Forever? Really?
Yeah.
Me? And then like,
why
4
me?
minutes
What
later,
about them?
but are you really sure?
Yeah.
So I will always have that, I think. I will always have that.
Like 3 years in, you still care with me. 10 years, like 5 years in, like bro, we still doing this? You know, like 10
I'm
years
gonna
later,
be
like
an 80-year-old
yeah,
lady and be like, do you regret spending this time with
the
me?
last
Are you
75 years together.
Was there like a decade you didn't like, maybe?
A decade, a whole 10 years that you just didn't like me. Yeah, that year from 2010 to 2020, you're a bitch. But after that, you're wonderful. Jesus.
Right. So from when I graduated until I became a VTuber,
Yeah, pretty much.
that's the exact time frame.
Oh shit, my bad.
2020.
Oops. I know more about you than you think. Maybe I've done my research on you.
Ooh.
Ooh la la. Seeing if I had a chance or not. Completely parasocial for this the Vivi girl over here, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I haven't found it. I haven't found that true love yet.
Someday, I believe you'll find it.
Yeah. I mean, I do feel like I'm still young and I have a lot of, I feel like I've got a lot of hobbies and a lot of like good traits about myself without trying to sound like, oh, I'm so at myself, so cocky. No, it's like I genuinely feel like I've got a lot of good traits. Like I'm very fit, I'm very healthy. I do go to the gym. I haven't in the recent months because I've been just far too busy. But now that like a lot of the major projects, so we were keeping it secret for 3 months, but our Gen 2 cover, our Gen 2 merch, our Idol project, that we just had a lot of projects and things that we're working on behind the scenes, like just so much time putting into all these bigger projects. I didn't have fucking time. But now that everything's finally out and it's all been released, it's like I could probably start maybe getting a little bit more back into the gym side of things. But like I do feel like I'm fit, I'm healthy. My sleep schedule isn't the greatest, but like I'm pretty confident in myself as a person, so I feel like I wouldn't have trouble finding someone. It's more finding someone like compatible with me. You know what I mean? Not the other way around. Like they'd have to be okay with me doing what I do, being streaming on YouTube, being an anime girl, occasionally doing maybe sexual ASMR. Who knows? I might go down the rabbit hole, right? And they need to be okay with that. Deal with it.
It's a good rabbit hole. I had to have that discussion.
Yeah. I bet you did.
It is. I had to have that discussion. Like, hey, are you okay if I maybe do the ear noms and the
ear noms
sounds and whatnot? What if I had a Patreon with some lewd things on it? And he was like, yeah, it's fine.
OnlyFans.
He's like, yeah, it's okay.
So like, not so much that you would ask, I guess, permission, but do you tell him everything you do, or do you just do it and then be like, well, if he finds out, whoop-de-doo?
No, it's definitely something I talk about before I do it because, well, here's the thing. This is kind of how I've always felt. So obviously love each other very much, but the caveat is if one of us wants to do something that the other person would not be okay with, you bring it up to the other person, and either it's going to be you don't do it, there's a compromise, or you have to have the adult discussion of, do we still want to be together?
Oh shit.
And and that doesn't terrify me too much because that's just it's a proper conversation to have. A lot of people don't want to have that conversation. But like if he hadn't been okay with it, I probably just wouldn't have done anything. I haven't done anything too full on. I've only done I'd call it like I don't know, light lewd. It hasn't been like full on or anything.
Light lewd.
Haven't gone all the listen. Doing full on bed spring and all the gucha noises is hard.
Whoa!
I have a lot of respect for people who do those.
Where are these VODs saved? Where can I find your playlist?
VODs, no, that's Patreon. But I am thinking of making it just public and getting rid of the Patreon.
But do you have Patreon like subscribers?
I do, but they haven't been charged in over a year.
Oh, okay.
So I have it on pause because I haven't had new content in a while.
Yeah, that's
if
fair.
People do pledge, they have the ability to like download things. So there are, I suppose, good things on there.
Yeah.
But you will never get charged a second time until I upload something else. And honestly, at this point, I think I'm just gonna, I don't know, make everything public.
Well, sometimes making things free is better for exposure, which then in turn helps with the growth and all that as well. So
yeah.
I think I'm just gonna cough one sec.
That's okay. You take your time. You finish that plate of spaghetti.
Fuck off. I was sick about 2 days ago. And like when you get over like a cold, you have like that, not so much phlegm, but like your throat just is always dry. I finished already. How big is this bottle? Hang on, I'm trying to find the liter on it. 500 ml. I already finished a 500 ml, and I've already cracked open the second one. So
wow, you are hydrated.
Oh, I drink a lot of water. Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah. But no, it's mainly because I do so much talking. Like, I might only stream for 3 hours, but I'll talk as if I've spoken for like 12 hours straight. Like, I'll just go on and on and on. My throat gets really dry and sore, so like you need to stay hydrated. And by like giggle, I'm assuming you don't.
The longest I've talked for on stream was 12 hours, and I did not hydrate enough. And I thought I was trying my best, but clearly it wasn't, because my voice was dead for the next 2 days.
Yeah, I've never once lost my voice due to streaming. It was always because maybe I just caught a cold and like it just affects my vocal cords. I was always told that when I'm on the verge of losing my voice and I get that deep sort of honest type sound coming through, like because I'm, losing my vocals, apparently I sound very, very, very sexual.
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. Sick. The
husky sound.
Yes, husky. That's the word.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I get the husk.
That's the good stuff, right?
I'll be honest. When I was sick like 2 days ago, part of me was hoping I was gonna get it.
Darn.
Because I know that it pushes buttons for certain people, and then do ASMR husk voice. There's
a market for that in role plays. One time, so there's a couple I've seen where people can turn on the husky voice very well.
Oh man, I can't.
But I saw somebody who did one, and I'm not going to name names because this is a little bit important. This is a little bit of a burn. But one person did like taking care of your sick girlfriend, and they sounded so hyper and perky and not sick at all. And I'm like,
you did it wrong,
baby, no, it's a role play. Please, at least talk a little bit slower.
Yeah,
because they were like, I'm sick. I love you so much, baby. Thank you so much for being here. I'm like, you don't sound sick at all.
Yes, stop it. You did it wrong. I don't think
my emotion.
I've never. Oh, I'm going crazy. I've never done role play before, like in that way. I feel like I would just run out of shit to say.
That's where scripts come in handy.
Yeah, but how do you write a script for hours? Like, do your ASMRs go for like how long?
Oh, are you talking about like VODs, like stream ASMR?
Yeah, because like a lot of see, because all my stuff is like live, right? Like I don't do uploads. So like I know that some of the girls, so Lua from Gen 2 and Nene from Gen 1 are really good at it. Usually they lock some of that stuff behind members only. And sometimes they do it public. Unfortunately, due to work and timing and then overlapping of our stream times, I don't ever get to watch it, and I just don't have time to watch their VODs. So I unfortunately, but it is what it is. But how do you upkeep something for like at least 2 to 3 hours? Like I really just run out of shit to say. Like I don't want to write a script for 3 hours long.
I have never done a roleplay live for over an hour. I think the longest roleplay I did live was very impromptu and it was silly as hell, so like I don't really count it. But like basically most scripts I know go for about 20 to 30 minutes, but I do have friends who have scripts that go for an hour. But typically there's a bit of like a trigger focus, so there's not full talking, if that makes sense. Like you're not talking for the full hour. You are intermingling it with like, ear touching and hair brushing.
So it's like, so if you're like, you're feeling sick, hang on, how does this feel? And then you spend like a solid like 2 or 3 minutes just brushing their hair or something.
Yeah, and you can like hum or something.
See, I don't have a microphone to do that sort of shit in the first place. Damn. So the reason why I asked is because the other day, someone donated and they said something along the lines of like they had not so much a fetish, but I'm just gonna use that word because it's the only word I can think of. They had a fetish of me in a nurse's outfit, so I grabbed some of my assets and I dressed up as a nurse. And then they were like, "Oh my god, ASMR, roleplay, hello, wink, wink, nudge, nudge." And so I thought about it. And I was like, well, my averaging stream is 2 to 3 hours. Well, 3 to 4 hours. But if I was going to do role play, it would definitely be at least an hour less, so 2 to 3 instead of 3 to 4. The the fuck am I gonna say for 3 hours? I can only like jab you so many times with the needle
Okay,
and make it sound sexy.
Nurse things.
So
okay.
I'm gonna need to like first I need to go get some like art commission for like thumbnails and stuff to make it like very enticing. So I'm gonna get like a skeb happening.
Oh God, I'm already
management pay
writing
for
the
that.
script in my mind.
You're
It's just like,
okay.
It's
Maybe.
like, gotta take your temperature. Open your mouth.
Oh, see, I didn't even think of that shit. God damn
Say
it.
ah.
Pull down your pants. I gotta check the. Never mind.
and then go. No, I was kidding. Shh, no, pull those back up. Pull those back up.
All right, so
oral thermometer.
who is paying for this script writing for me? Who's paying for the script writing?
Depending on how much you pay, it's either an oral thermometer or.
Oh my lord up above. So I wouldn't be opposed to it, but how much?
How much?
Yeah. So that was something that I it's not anytime soon. Sorry, Bloomins. It's not anytime soon. But I was thinking of doing. Oh my. But in the couple of maybe in a couple of months, I gotta get scripts writing. I gotta get art made. I gotta get maybe an overlay done. So setting the atmosphere, setting the mood. But yeah, that was something that I thought about, and then I was like, well, since you write scripts, maybe you could either give me some helpful pointers, or I could actually just commission you to write something for me, something like that, but nothing anytime soon. I'm far too busy for that shit.
I would be happily give you pointers if I'm back on the writing wagon at that point. Then we'll see how I feel. Otherwise, man, now I'm just like want to write collab ASMR. Let's go.
Yes. Oh my god, we could do it. Also, someone is like, why is nobody talking to me? So during these sort of podcast, we don't really directly engage with just the chat. I just want to make sure that, I don't want people to feel a bit left out here. During podcasts, we like to sort of bounce off each other and keep conversations moving because there is limited time in podcasts. I like to keep them at around the 2-hour mark, which we are very close to approaching. And if we were to sit there and answer a majority of your questions and stuff during the podcast, it would, one, delay our sort of schedule. It would go on to much more tangents than we probably intend on. And that's why we have the comment section, so that way we can read some of your comments in the next podcast, just to answer any like last minute thingies. So we're not ignoring you. I promise. Yeah, we're not ignoring you. I do promise.
Appreciate you.
Yes, I was pointing my fingers IRL. Fuck you. Anyways. I'm gonna take those off of you one day. So normally I have you guys on the monitor behind me, the TV behind me. Normally you guys are up there on display, so you're a little bit more involved. Unfortunately, YouTube is a lot of bots are happening right now where people are using inappropriate names and inappropriate thumbnails, which can cause channels to be taken down. I don't want to risk that. So for probably the next week or so, there will not be any chat boxes for a while. So yes, you're not getting ignored. Kind of are, but we still see.
You're not ignored in our hearts.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, I just don't want anyone new to come in there thinking, "Wow, these girls are really like ignoring us." Like, no, we're not. I promise. We just we have a schedule. And speaking of which, we're almost done. So, is there anything that you wanted to, I don't know, maybe round up on or say about the dating partners, dating content creators, dating viewers aspect?
Well, basically, at the end of the day, it is just, do what you are prepared for, do what you're comfortable with, do what's going to make you the happiest. And when I say that, I also mean that to you as a viewer, all right? So, you know what? If you don't want to watch somebody who talks about, like, their partner all the time, or who used to be, like, a solo vlogger and now they just talk all the time about their partner, that's totally fine. That's okay.
You have every right to just drop and find someone else.
Sack of bricks. Do it. It's okay.
Yep. No, 100% agree.
But yeah, that's what I think. Life is, do what makes you happy. That's pretty much the be-all, end-all that I think.
And the same sort of goes on like the streamer side, if you do meet, whether it is a viewer or another streamer, and you guys do fall madly in love, and it might take away from your content. I mean, your personal life comes first over your online life, and if you being together with that person makes you happier and more, just a happier person in an overall sense, then to do that over the streaming. As shitty as it could be, sometimes that might happen. So shoot your shot. You never know what happens.
Yeah.
Is there anything happening in your life that you would like to tell the audience? Any sort of upcoming events, any sort of milestones you're reaching, anything in that regard that you would like to let the audience know?
Oh, is there? Currently, I just have a couple of collabs planned for this week. Gonna be hanging out with Pandora this weekend. Very excited.
Yay!
Also gonna be hanging out with Randon. I don't know if any of you know him, but Randon the Orc. Tomorrow, maybe.
No, I don't think I
possibly
do.
around this time.
That's
He's
all right.
also on YouTube.
Nice.
And I think I'm close to 30k over on Twitch, but I understand you guys like YouTube. Feel free to just stay on the YouTubes. That's okay.
No way. No way. Get onto that Twitch account. We've all got a Twitch account. All right. Get on there. Give her a follow. Give her a sub. Give her some bits. Give her some donos. Give her some love. Follow her on Twitter. Do it all. Support her, please. So, because in case we don't collab prior to 30k, which I don't think we will because you're so close to it, have early congratulations on 30k on Twitch.
Thank you, Neena.
Early congratulations. Thank you so much for agreeing to come on today. I know that this topic was a very touchy topic when it comes to relationships. I've actually been turned down by a couple of girls because they were like, nope, it's not, I don't want to talk about it. That's totally fine. But you can thank Nami.
Me.
You can thank Nami for that. Nami is actually the one that told me to message you. So
thank you, Nami.
I will message her after this and be like, Nami, Vivi was amazing. Thank you so much for the recommendation because we love her.
I have had a lovely time, and I've had a lovely time here with you guys as well, and with you, Neena.
Thank
I'm so happy.
you.
This was great.
Thank you so much. I will have you disappear so I can read the boring things at the very end because I don't want to take any more of your time. But can we get a round of applause, everybody? Thank you so much, Vivi. Congrats. Well, early congrats on 30k. And I'll see you later.
See you later.
Bye. Bye-bye. Now I gotta find her. It's always weird because like I've got so many overlays. You know what I mean? Wait, you're one of these.
I'm one of them. Let's go.
Nope, that's the table. That's the alert box. That's the microphone. That's the other microphone. That's that one. The fuck? Where'd you go?
I can. Part of me wants to just shrink down. Like, okay, bye. I'm leaving. Don't worry what I'm doing under here. Bye bye.
Oh, okay. I found you. Perfect. That worked out perfectly. All right. See you. Bye bye. It's always like I have so many images because this room is full of overlays. I've got Coke can 1 and 2. I've got coffee and chocolate. I've got Kuma. I've got fruit. I've got microphone 1, 2, and 3. I've got the television. I've got my model. I've got a guest model. Like I've got roughly 15, 16 bits of thing here. It's so hard to it's so hard to know which one they are at because I have to have them in a specific order too because like obviously foreground, background, but anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming in. I usually don't like to announce the donos, super chats, members during the podcast because I don't want to disrupt the flow of how the night is progressing. Also, I do find it quite rude if maybe the guest is talking about something important like mental health or even just having a story, like a personal story, and then I go, oh, hang on 1 second. Thank you for the dono. Like I find it rude. I don't think that's okay personally. So I do mute them during the podcast, but this is the time now where I will simply acknowledge and thank you guys for all of the support. So let me go through that quickly. Starting at 2 hours ago. So we had Night Rider that super chatted $5. Arigato. We had is it Huey? Super chatted 2,000. Is that yen? 2,000 yen. Arigato for the 2k yen. About time some people acknowledge that romantic relationships are normal for healthy humans and radioactive demons. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Genju tipped 30. What was that one for? What did we say that was $30? I forgot. We joked around saying something about $30, and that's when it came up. And I was like, you cheeky little shit, Genju. Arigato, though. Thank you so much. Then we had Legion that super chatted 10. No message. What a Chad. Mia super chatted 6. Again, no message. What the heck? Then Huey super chatted again 5,000 yen and said, I think it's yen, so I could be wrong. And they said, do it. Do it. And I'm guessing that was in regards to the script writing by Vivi. Maybe. Vivi maybe write message. Maybe make script. Ooh. So thank you everybody that did super chat. Anyone? Oh, also Huey membered. Oh, thank you for the member. Arigato. Welcome to the Blossoms. Thank you for blossoming with us. I think there might have been one more, but I don't see it. Subbed. No, okay, I think there was only one there. So thank you so much for the member. Welcome into the Blossoms for the Fork. Please enjoy your high quality art. We just updated that, by the way, Huey. So if you go to the community tab, there is a Google Drive with a bunch of art, a bunch of song covers. There's just a whole bunch of shit in there. It's a big folder of enjoy that. You get 10% more love, membership only streams, membership only games, and a booba wiggle. So yeah, if you're ever bored, enjoy those membership only VODs. They are something else. And you learn the fork lore. Don't worry, the Blossoms will definitely get you. They'll get you up to speed. I'll tell you that. So thank you so much and welcome. Thank you for tuning in. For anyone that did come from Vivi's channel, she is pinned at the very top of the chat box, so go give her Twitch a follow. If you don't use Twitch, that is totally fine. She also does have a YouTube and a Twitter. I recommend going to her Twitter channel or her Twitter page, and then in her description is all of her links. Her YouTube ASMR, her normal, and she's got 2 YouTube links. She's got a Twitch link. I think she's got the Patreon stuff there, so go to her Twitter and it should all be there as well. I'm trying to think if there was anything. Oh yeah, I'm going to quickly open up the previous podcast so I can do a quick comment reading. I like to read maybe 2 or 3 comments from the previous VOD, podcast VOD, just to say thank you. If you would like to be featured if you'd like to potentially be featured in next week's podcast, make sure you comment on this video, your thoughts, opinions, advice, tips, or anything. Constructive criticism is always welcome as well. Feel free to pop that in here, and then I will randomly pick a couple out and read them next week. So, what did we do last week? I'm just having a quick look. Episode. Oh, why isn't it going down? Oh, embarrassing childhood stories. Yes. All right, so closing my eyes, picking a random one, and this one. Noelle, great stream tonight, Neena. Have a good evening. Short and sweet. I love to see it. Thank you so much, Noelle. Arigato, daisuki. All right, closing my eyes. This one here. Garrett, this was such a fun time. You and Lily have great dynamic as hosts. Maybe a part 2 stream about embarrassing moments as adults. Regardless, thank you for the podcast, Neens and Lily. Also, that Pokemon card story was so based. Oh yeah, that was me talking about me stealing Pokemon cards in my socks. If you actually wait, we'll do one more and then I'll talk about it. All right, one more. Closing my eyes, and this one here. Hans, another great podcast, Neens. Love the stories you and Lily shared. Some of the stories you shared hit close to home, especially the one Lily told about using Helga from Hey Arnold as an example. I mean, I totally didn't bully my crush into her getting attention. Thanks for the stream and hope to see you two again soon. Daisuki deo. Thank you so much, Hans. Arigato. So, if anyone has missed any previous podcasts and certain topics may interest you, there is a playlist that I put all of these podcasts into. Feel free to they go for about 2 to 2.5 hours. The averaging is 2 to 2.5 hours. Feel free to pop it on and listen to it while you're cleaning, while you're driving, while you're just maybe doing homework or having a shower. I don't know. There's currently 6 episodes. We are up to episode number 6 already. We've been doing this for 6 weeks already. Round of applause, guys. I can't believe it. Thank you so much for everyone that has enjoyed watching the podcast, anyone that has given helpful tips, advice, anything in between. I hope that you guys do enjoy these. I plan on doing these for as long as I possibly can. I will see your beautiful faces not tomorrow. No. Oh! We're releasing our cover tomorrow. Yes. Oh, I actually forgot because I'm stupid. We are releasing our 4th official solo cover tomorrow. There's a waiting room already up, ready to go. I will quickly just pop it in the chat for any of the maybe potential new viewers that we have in tonight. That is the waiting room. It will be a premiere. That will be happening at 6 p.m. No, 7 p.m. JST is what we decided on. So that is in less than 24 hours. Less than 19 hours from now. Okay, so we have a cover coming tomorrow, and there will not be any after party because I am actually going out to dinner with my girlfriends. We're just going to go and have sushi together. So there will not be an after party, but I'll be happy to talk about that cover on Friday. Now, Friday we are doing Evil Within 2. We started playing it last week, so if you want to maybe do a quick little catch up, the VOD is there. And then I'll see you guys Saturday for Genshin. So that's the plan. Cover, Evil Within, Genshin. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out. Thank you again to our guest, Vivi, for coming in and telling us her stories, not being shy or embarrassed about her personal life. I appreciate that she was willing to open up to us like that. It's very hard for streamers, VTubers, content creators to talk about their personal life, and I think she did an amazing job. There she is. I will quickly give you a mod, just so that way anytime that you pop in here, we will be able to point you out, my queen. Thank you so much for opening up to us. I do appreciate that a lot. Thank you. I wish I had more to tell you about myself, but unfortunately, I've never dated someone online. I've never had an online streaming viewer relationship, and I don't have a boyfriend, so I needed someone that did. I needed someone that did. So Vivi, thank you for filling my hole. Wait, no! Wait! Okay, I'm gonna go. That's... Thank you! Arigato! Daisuki! Goodbye, everyone! I'll see you! I meant like my void! I meant thank you for filling like my void hole! Like, you know... Alright, I'll see you for the cover release tomorrow night! Bye-bye! Fuck off.